What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode. Well, it's not even a full episode. This is more like a vent session. But welcome to But That's Just Me, the podcast. I'm your host Trone,
It's your co-host Gary.
and we just gonna get into it. No need to waste time or anything. We just gonna get straight into it. Uh, and I'm gonna try to keep try to keep my composure a little bit. I like to I like to really, keep the podcast clean, but
Yeah.
sometimes, things just need to be said. So we're here. It's September 27th. I think it was like 88 days ago. Dame, um, he requested a trade to Miami specifically. He requested a trade. There was a whole lot of back and forth, whole lot of reports. We're not going to really get into the reports because they were all over the place, honestly, for the entire summer. Like it was actually getting to the point where it was just frustrating. But bum ass Portland Trailblazers. Sorry, I'm always thinking about Boston being trash. Bum ass Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
They traded Dame to the Bucks, to Milwaukee. They traded Dame for Drew Holiday, and like some picks or something like that. That's not even the point. The point is Portland, they did that trade to be spiteful. That's all it was. Dame wanted to get out. He specifically requested Miami, and they decided to be spiteful. Um, so Gary, what was your thoughts when you first got the news? Because I'll tell you mine when I when
Man,
I go. What was your thoughts?
like he said, let me just start off by saying when I got the notification about the trade, I was at work and I was like
Same.
not even looking at my phone. My phone was in my pocket the whole time, so
Mm-hmm.
I just felt my phone vibrating the whole time. So I'm like, there must be something going on. Like
Yep.
then I look at my notifications, and then I see you sent me a text of the Bucks about the Bucks. I'm like, the Bucks? What happened with the Bucks? And I look at Twitter and I see Dame Lillard to the Bucks. I'm like, what? I was like shocked for like 30 minutes. I'm like, the Bucks? There
Yeah.
wasn't even in like the rumors. Like
Nope.
there are no talks with the Bucks, no nothing.
Nope.
And but like my first thought was like what you said. That was definitely Portland just trying to spite.
Yeah.
They wasn't even they wasn't even trying to do right by Dame. They just said, man, look,
Nah. Yeah.
you give us one team, bro. We do not care, bro. We sending
Yep.
you to wherever we see fit. That's not Miami. Like,
Facts. And similar to yours, I was at work, doing some stuff. I was having a good day too. I was in a pretty decent mood. And my boy Curtis, he'll be on episodes when the we'll talk about that later. But my boy Curtis been on the stream before, been on a few episodes. He all he texted was the Bucks dot dot dot. And when he said that, kind of like with you, I was like, the Bucks. But it like when it settled in, like when it set in, I was like, they traded him to the Bucks. I go to Twitter, see a report from Woj saying that he got traded to the Bucks, and I'm just like, bro, what? And obviously, like with my Twitter, due to the algorithms, I follow a lot of Heat fans, and some of them just overreacting. Like it was it like it. I get it. Like we wanted Dame. Like obviously Dame is a player that could get us over the hump. Um, but like they were overreacting, and then really quickly, I just realized that the Trailblazers didn't want to deal with us on that front. Like regardless to what we would have offered, I think just out of spite, they just didn't want to deal with us. So I'm going through all of those emotions. Like, I texted you, obviously. Going through all those
yeah.
emotions, looking at all the stuff. But then I was feeling okay. I'm like, oh, it is what it is. Nothing we could do. Um, but then after that, I got home and I was just on YouTube, and this was my mistake because I was on YouTube and I was watching Speak for Yourself, right, with Emmanuel Acho and LaShawn McCoy and Joy Taylor, right? Shout out to Joy Taylor, she's a Miami Heat fan. And I'm watching it and I'm listening to Emmanuel Acho talk, and he's like, yeah, the Bucks, they're the favorites to win the championships. They're better than all the teams in the East. They got Dame, him and Giannis will be perfect together. And as he's talking, I'm like, time out. Because I'm old enough to remember a few months ago, we slapped Milwaukee around. So I thought maybe I was tripping. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm tripping. But then they kept going. And they're like, yeah, Milwaukee this, Milwaukee that, Miami, they're not even a factor. Then of course they gotta suck Boston. Like it's our obligation. You gotta give the Boston Celtics the crazy neck if you're in TV media. Like you have to do that. That's like, and I know I got a green screen behind me, and that's for gaming stuff. So I'm mad that this screen is green behind me, just getting mad talking about Boston. But this ain't got nothing to do with them. Anywho, they had to give Boston the crazy neck. So they're just saying this, and I'm like, time out. Who did the Heat beat to get to the finals? And then you have they keep bringing this thing up. They keep bringing it up. Oh, Giannis was hurt. Giannis was hurt. Then I had to remember. Okay, was Tyler Hero not hurt? I'm confused. Like, was Tyler Hero not hurt? He got hurt game 1, didn't play the rest of the playoffs, and we still slapped Milwaukee around.
Mind
So
you,
now, I'm
when
sorry. Go
Tyler
ahead. Mm-hmm.
when Tyler was playing that first half of game 1, he was cooking
Cooking,
them. He was
cooking them.
cooking them.
So I was so confused, right? So now, like, I have the screen open. The series ended in 5. Giannis played 3 games, right? He missed roughly 2.5 games. Played 30 minutes per game. He averaged 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists, right? Those was his averages in the 3 games that he played. I think the only game that Milwaukee won was the game that he didn't play, or maybe I'm confusing it with a different another time that we beat them. I think in the bubble.
No, you're right.
Okay, so the only game
right.
that they didn't win, that Milwaukee won, was the game that Giannis didn't play. So what the hell are we talking about? Chris Middleton averaged 23 points a game. Giannis 23. Brook Lopez 19. Drew Holiday 17. And Pat Connaughton averaged 12 points a game. Right? That was Milwaukee's averages. For us, Jimmy averaged 37, cooking them. Bam Adebayo 17. Our next highest scorer was Gabe Vincent with 13, and Tyler Hero averaged 12 in the 1 game that he played. So what are we talking about here? I get it. Like, everybody's excited. Dame went to Milwaukee, and I'm upset. Like, of course, like, Dame is an amazing player. Like, could easily average 30. So did I want Dame on the team? 100%. 100%. But now it's where, like, people are just getting disrespectful. Like, it's starting to get out of hand now to think that, oh, it's just gonna be a cakewalk for Milwaukee, which is not. And Miami is just being completely dismissed. But Milwaukee's not gonna play any defense. Who's Milwaukee locking up? Because now we have to kind of turn it and look kind of towards the future. And I'm only talking about this now because it directly pertains to Dame, but we plan on being there for all of those games during the playoffs, if we even meet them in the playoffs. You have Dame, he's gonna light up the scoreboard. That's not even a question. Him and Giannis are going to play amazing together. I can't like, I'm not gonna act dumb and just think that that's not gonna happen. Him and Giannis, they're gonna play amazing together. They're probably gonna cook, honestly, in the East. Like, they're gonna be good. But for them to get disrespectful, and now I'm gonna sound like I'm upset because Dame didn't come to Miami, but that's definitely not the case, and I want to be very clear about that. Who's Dame stopping? Like Dame's not gonna lock anybody up the way Drew Holiday would. And even with Drew Holiday, Milwaukee's best defender, he got cooked by Jimmy. So what are we really talking about here? Like, I really need to know, what are we talking about here in terms of Milwaukee just gonna run through the East? Because as much as I don't like Boston, and I've said this plenty of times, as much as I don't like Boston, I respect Boston. Like Jason Tatum, not a bum. Jaylen Brown, he's not a bum. Kristaps Porzingis, I don't know what he's gonna do when he gets there. So that just remains to be seen. Dame not stopping any one of them. Like Giannis is probably going to be the only one to stop it. But I hope Giannis doesn't get hurt, because that's what we blame for everything. As long as Giannis is 100%, Milwaukee's going to win all the time. What are we talking about? I don't get it. I seriously don't understand what we're talking about with them saying, yeah, because they traded, Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen. That's what the trade was. So what are we talking about here? Like, please, maybe you could make some sense of it, and maybe I'm just overthinking it.
Nah,
But
one thing I. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was done. I was done.
One thing I realized after like the last playoff run
Mm-hmm.
is that with Miami, like it doesn't matter what they do or what they don't do, they always gonna get backlash.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if it's because from the LeBron years, then
it probably
Miami
is.
just whooping everybody, but it seems like they they always gonna keep down in the heat, and
Yep.
they gonna think we don't have talent, we don't have enough talent to make it.
Yo, we never have enough talent.
We have a G League team, whatever. That's always gonna be the talk, and I just got used to it at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't even like get mad when I hear stuff like that. But one thing it would be the funniest thing ever
Mm-hmm.
if Miami comes back to the playoffs and
Beat
wins
Mil.
the East
Yep.
like again.
Yep.
Like it would be the funniest thing ever, and I feel like this team could actually do it. Like the team we have now, I think we're still like missing a point guard. Um, they might even start Tyler at point guard at this point and have Jay Rich at the two.
Listen,
But
I put it on. I put it on Facebook, and I tagged you in it. I was like, don't worry. Me and Gary will be streaming, live streaming on the pod when we eliminate Milwaukee, because I certainly think that's gonna happen. Like I said, I know it kind of sounds, it kind of sounds like I'm hating or I'm upset. And yeah, I am upset that we didn't get Dame, because I think he could have added a great piece. Like he would have been the missing piece at point guard that we needed.
facts.
But I think people are getting it twisted, because, and like you see, like, and these are coming from Heat fans saying on mainly on Twitter, because everybody overreacts on Twitter. These are coming from Heat fans saying, "Oh, Miami didn't do anything. Like they're not even gonna make the playoffs." And I'm just like, bro, like if they didn't notice, one of the reasons that it was a lot of reasons that Denver won. Denver won that championship, and we gave our props to Denver. But one of the reasons was we had nobody to guard Jamal Murray. You don't think that Jay Rich is not gonna guard? Josh Richardson is not gonna guard other team's best point guard? That's gonna happen, and he's a great defender. But I think a lot of these Heat fans too are like new Heat fans. They don't remember Josh Richardson. They don't remember him playing on the Heat. That man locks up. Like he can guard. So what are we talking about? Thomas Bryant, I've never been extremely high on him, but I know what I saw him do when Anthony Davis was injured on the Lakers. And he was cooking for those like 2 weeks or something like that, cooking them.
Mm.
So we don't have to worry about when Bam has to go to the bench. We don't have to worry about not having a competent center backup to make sure the wheels don't fall off. So yeah, you can say like, oh, not getting Dame is a loss. I get it. I understand that. I completely agree. But let's not just be dumb. Like I said, the only thing that was bothering me and that got me upset all over again was the fact that they're making it seem like we didn't just beat Milwaukee. Like
Hmm.
we just beat them. This just happened. It was a couple of months ago.
Right.
So that's kind of where I am. I'm happy this Dame thing is over and done with, honestly, because this was like a stressful
Facts.
few months. Just just as a Heat fan, shout out to Dame. He is going to be on a team like where management has a competent team around him. Like, and that's all Dame has been asking for his whole career. Just get me players that can help me win. Like I'm the
Right.
only person putting up all of these points. I need help to win. So that's where I am, on this whole saga. I just had to get this out and just vent my frustrations
Right.
on
Nah,
what's happening.
like you said, like fit wise, I think Dame to the Bucks is like perfect. Like
Yeah, 100%.
that,
Yeah,
he already expressed before that he would like to play with Giannis, and I
right.
mean he got his wish. Um, and even so, like our team, the Miami Heat are not like it's not a bad team. Like
No.
it's you still have Jay Rich, like you said, locking up your favorite point guard or whatever.
Yep.
He can lock up any starting point guard in the league.
Yep.
We have Caleb. We have Highsmith.
Yep.
Imagine a lineup of Jay Rich, Highsmith, Caleb, Bam, and Jimmy. Like what? That's a crazy lock death lineup right there.
That is and that you're right. That's a crazy lineup. Now we we just have to be to the point where somebody got to score. Like, and I don't know if that's Bam coming back, with Bam playing how he was playing in the first half of last season, where he was taking those shots. Like, I hope he worked on that, through all of this hoopla, um, about the Heat. But yeah, on defense, oh, we're gonna lock up. That's not a question. We're gonna lock up. So, um, I like I said, I'm happy it's over. Of course, I would have wanted Dame on the Heat. It didn't happen. That's fine. We move on and focus on what we have, or if we're trying to, pursue any other trades. But I think I'm gonna just stay out the trade news. Like it's annoying, it's frustrating, especially like obviously because of my algorithms, and just seeing like the type of people that I follow, like they overreact for everything, and it's just like, bro, it's really not that deep. Like I promise, it's not that deep. Like y'all just doing the most for no reason. And but I don't know if the Heat are looking to make any more trades. One last note too that I would like to say before we get out of here is Tyler. Um, what I think is gonna happen, I think Tyler's gonna come in with the attitude of it's business. He's always in trade talks because teams want him. Well, minus the Trailblazers, but they're stupid. Um, but he's in the thing. He comes back. He's like, oh, teams want me. I'm a valuable asset, so I get it. It's a business, and he's gonna come in and like you told me through text, like Tyler should be averaging like 25. I I honestly think, and I will get into more detail with this when we do our preseason um preview episode, but I 100% think without a doubt Tyler Hero's going to come in and he's going to cook next year.
I think so too.
That's where I'm at. Um he he's always in trade talks, like a lot, but I think this team comes back. And also too, like one more hot take, and then I'm gonna be done because like I said, we have a whole episode dedicated to these predictions. But I think we get back old Duncan too. I think having Struce on the team took away like a lot of Duncan's rhythm. But we seen when Duncan played in the finals and in the playoffs period, he cooked. He's one of the reasons why we were like up 3-0 against Boston. So I think him just being back into his natural role, letting it go. And then if he starts, like, if he worked on what he was showing that he worked on with, as far as like getting to the rim, like faking the three, getting to the rim, or like passing the ball, doing that pick and roll with Bam, he's gonna be unstoppable and worth every single penny that we're paying him. Um, I don't think that, I don't think it's over for us, like, at all. Like, I think with the team that we have, we're gonna be in the playoffs. That's nothing. And then especially if we come off of that finals run and get into who we are and play well during the regular season into the playoffs, I think we'll be just fine.
Yep, I agree. I think that everybody needs to come in with like a fresh mentality. Like
Yeah.
the all this commotion that happened with the Dame Lillard talk in the
Mm-hmm.
off season, I think it's just have to put that behind them now.
Yep.
It's a new season, and yeah, like you said, Tyler here is gonna come in with vengeance. Like,
For sure.
and it, you know what? I love Tyler Hero because his mentality, like his mental, has to
Mm-hmm.
be like this, one of the strongest in the league. Because, like
For
you said, he's
sure.
always in trade talks,
Yep. Every
always in
year.
trade talks. And I've heard him, and I've heard him talk before. Because I wasn't I follow some guy on Twitter. I forgot his name,
Mm-hmm.
but he had like one of them live conversation things on Twitter
Oh,
with Tyler.
you talking about the dude Austin?
Yeah, yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah. I follow him
Pep
too.
Trailey or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I follow him too.
Tyler Hero has mentioned like he doesn't take it to heart, like all these like him being in trade talks like that.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna be fine. Like Tyler's gonna be
100%.
fine. I think everybody else just needs to, like I said, come in with a clear head.
Yep.
All that Dame Lillard out the window.
Yep.
Forget it. It is what it is. Act like it never happened,
Yep.
and just
100%.
come in, just kill everybody. That's it.
Yep. Now I completely agree with you. 100% agree with you. Um so yeah, that's just, this quick episode. We just had to get that off our chest, first reactions. Um we'll have our preseason preview episode up. That'll be up within the next week or so. That'll be up, and we got a lot of good stuff coming to you guys this season. So definitely make sure y'all stay tuned. Definitely make sure y'all like and subscribe, all of that good stuff. And we'll catch y'all in a few. Peace.
Peace.